I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to my mom life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're
All right. So we got two people watching. We'll get started in a minute. I just need to put together my
Now, this is going to be a response video to a lovely...
Sorry you weren't meant to see that, but yeah. Anyway, so we'll get started as soon as we get more people in watching. Hello, Mr. McTiny. It's time for some insanity. Hold on, I'll be I guess it's time. I suppose it's time to start the show. I suppose it's time to flip that damn switch. I get it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Anyway, let's start off with a little bit of something. Yes, I haven't been doing much streaming because of, well, I've been a bit of lazy. I'm a bit of a lazy fuck. And that's why you haven't heard of me that much. Anyway, what's on the agenda? Well, let's just say we've got a word from our CPU goddess. We've got words from, well, Rev is, well, we got Rev demanding people to pay him for an interview. We got a little bit of Mary, because why the fuck not? And we might have a little bit of Tony. But to start us off, right, let's take a look at an old video from our old friend, James Robert Clark III, who recently got kicked off Gab, or at least he got shadow banned off Gab. At least that's what I heard. And we might see a video of him on the news when he tries to go full Ronnie. When he decides to go full Ronnie. But first, let's say hello to our mutual friend Jimmy, who will not be on YouTube because he's not allowed to post anything on his community tab. So Jimmy went on Gab, but apparently he might be shadow banned. So this was prior to Jimmy's arrest in August, I think.
The letter I received from Lenape Valley Foundation. Now, I want to be very clear.
For those of you who don't know who this fucker is, this is James Robert Clark III, a.k.a. Jimmy No Mates, a.k.a. Simpin' Jimmy, a.k.a. Jimmy Kitty Diddler, the guy who likes little girls with no pubic hair, the guy who shall never score.
Before I start this, I'm saying this directly to the executive staff of Lenape Valley. I want to be very clear. I have never once threatened any member of your staff. I have witnesses to everything I'm saying.
Yeah, you kind of did.
I have
Jimmy
not stated anything inaccurate. I have listed a few opinions of mine, okay? But opinions are not slander. They're my opinions. When I say that you're behaving like Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union based on your actions, they're my opinions based on your actions. Now, I'm going to read this letter, and I'm going to respond to this letter, okay? So let's see here. So in light of my behavior toward employees of Lenape Valley Foundation and toward the agency as a whole, we are sending this letter to address our concerns. You have been...
Well, I would say he might not be on YouTube for a long time. And, of course, I'm aware of the whole Latiti thing, which, in case you guys... Well, this is because I'm planning on doing, like, some retro Latiti streams where I look at some of the old hits that are on the Tartanomicon. Of course, since Letiti's, it's been speculated that Letiti's mom, Gail, may be deleting some of her videos for her because I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Letiti, but I do know that she's out and she may be yeeting her channel as part of some court order thing, but I don't know. I'll have to ask Moon or Owl about it. But either way, enough of that. Let's take a look at our boy Jimmy.
Behaving in a threatening and slanderous manner.
Yes, Jimmy, you were behaving in a threatening, slanderous manner. You were falsely accusing your therapist of shit that she didn't even do, all because she wouldn't go out with you. And I know you're somewhere out there trying to save face. You probably can't post on Gab. And Gab is known for, well, far-right ideologies. And Gab is known for Fed posting.
I've never threatened anybody. In fact, I've reiterated time and time and time again to your staff that nobody has anything to fear about from me. Especially Kelsey Beecham has nothing to fear from me. None of you have anything to fear from me except exposure. I've said that time and time and time and time again. Not once have I ever threatened any member of your staff. Ever.
Yes, S.
Okay?
Parker.
Maybe with...
Yes, S. Parker. This Mofu does have a punchable face. And he's got that jaw for that, too. He got that Habsburg jaw. He kind of looks like something you see on, like, Hills Have Eyes. And I'm pretty sure he could be related to Cyrax.
With legal action, but I've never threatened anybody with anything other than legal action.
And his teeth are fucked up, too. For those of you who aren't aware of what kind of person Jimmy is, let me give you a little something. Hold on, bear with me. Sounds. Jimmy wants. All right, let's. It'll play.
A 16-year-old woman, a 16-year-old girl is a biological adult, and that consensual age varies greatly from area to area. If a grown man doesn't get a boner from a 16-year-old Nastia Lukin, they are impotent. Basically, adult men regularly find teenage girls to be attractive. Teenage girls that are post-pubescent means that they are legally an adult. Legally an adult, not legally, biologically an adult. Legally depends on the areas where they live in. So let me rephrase that. A woman, a biological woman can be a teenager depending on the area that says this is the magical age of consent. This magical number here is the age of consent because we decided.
Yeah, that's Jimmy. Yep, that's Jimmy. He likes little girls with no pubic hair.
Okay, and it's not slanderous.
And he's a Nazi. Oh, and he's a Nazi too.
Things I'm saying are based in fact and are backed up by witnesses, such as when that guy from Crisis, Chris Thompson, called me and attempted to fallaciously accuse me of making a threat of lethal violence against him that I didn't make. Thank God I had a witness there. Can you imagine if he stated what he said and the police came in, guns blazing?
I don't know that either. It's probably because I don't know. I think it was more like a 20-day stay or a 24-hour stay. I don't know what's going on. I mean, he has no family. His dad blew his brains out when little Jimmy was 12, claiming that he tasted his daddy's brain matter. His mother OD'd on opioids when he was like 13. So, and he's been homeless. His brother was in jail for a crime. And yeah, he has no other extra kin. So yeah, Jimmy's on his own. I don't know. I think it's the state of Pennsylvania or the welfare department. I don't know much about the legalities of what's going on in PA. All I know is that he's probably not allowed to post on YouTube, probably due to a court order. Because oh my god, before he got arrested, Jimmy was going off on Lenape Valley and his therapist, because his therapist wouldn't go out with him. This is the same habit, the same pattern of behavior he's exhibited since we have seen him. He was stalking a girl by the name of Eliana for like 6 years, I think. And he kind of sought her out as a quote unquote breeding partner. And said that a 15-year-old picture of her is a piece of jailbait. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this mofu? Also, Jimmy, I might cover Clanch soon. Anyway, let's see how. Let us talk about how dumb this Riri is. Yeah, we're gonna talk about how dumb this Riri is.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes, I know. I'll cover Clan someday.
Blazing and gunned me down because of your idiot. The police came in, guns blazing, and gunned me down.
Oh, don't worry. That'll happen. Don't worry, Jimmy. That'll happen in the near future. Jimmy's life is kind of like that movie that came out around the same time as Joker 2019. Have you ever heard of a movie called Cuck? That's basically what I see when I look at Jimmy, even though he isn't really a cuck because he has no bitches. And I don't know if he would ever star in cuck porn. We've seen his dick. Actually, Hatman saw his dick since when Hatman and a few other people were posing as Eliana. Not Eliana, Galena. Galena was this fake girlfriend that Jimmy was obsessed with back in 2021. And when Hatman came forth and said that he was Galena, Jimmy sent like a dick pic to this Galena. And when Hatman came forth and claimed that he was Galena, that's when Jimmy kind of started accusing him of being gay, and Hatman was pretty much Jimmy's arch enemy at the time.
Because of your idiot employee that doesn't know how to understand English and is making things up about me, and luckily I had a witness there.
Yeah, maybe. Okay? In Minecraft. From what I've heard, S. Parker, from what I've heard, a guy threatened someone on 4chan, but used the whole in Minecraft thing, and he got arrested. So yeah, I don't think you should use in Minecraft anymore. And no, I'm not talking about rubber bullets. I'm talking about full guns blazing on Jim. The cops might be doing it. Not me. If Jimmy goes full postal, but I highly doubt that's ever going to happen because Jimmy can't own firearms. He'll probably try to come at them with his karate. Jimmy will probably come at them with his karate. And you know how cops are. They're just doing their jobs.
That's not slander. That happened and I have a witness. Okay? Or maybe it's about how your crisis unit denied me my heart medication.
Oh yeah, Jimmy claimed he had like a heart problem when he was admitted to like the Lenape Valley, and he got obsessed over a nurse. The reason why he checked into the hospital was because he kept saying that he was gonna self-delete because of the trolls, and they were pretty much calling him the P word. They were calling him a PD file. And he was like, I need to go check in my heart, something like that. And then he started obsessing over one of the nurses at the hospital, and he kept making videos professing his love to said nurse, saying that he wants to do quote unquote fun summer stuff with her. And that's when I started referring to the joke that James was never going to score because of that whole ordeal. And to this day, James remains scoreless. I don't think he even scored in the jail he was staying in.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe it's how your crisis unit overdosed me on psychiatric medication. I have witnesses to all these, including mental health professionals, including a case manager and a psychiatrist. So, to say that I'm slandering you, I'm the only one showing any facts. To say I'm threatening you is absolutely outrageous, and I'm going to have to go over my emails now and show that I'm not threatening you. I've threatened nobody at your agency, and never would. Is it slanderous to point out that you have former people that worked at Johnson & Johnson on your staff, on your board? Is it slanderous to point out that you have a guy that actively works for Charles River Laboratory, a laboratory that...
Also, James has accused people that make fun of him, such as the guys of Daywave, Royce Lopez, of being, well, I'm just going to say the G word from now on, because we're going to start getting monetized eventually, and I'm trying to curb my language. But he kept accusing everyone of being stalkers. Yes, James was one of these TIs, these targeted individuals, which are a bunch of crazy schizo-affective weirdos who think that they're being part of some government conspiracy program when they're just being schizophrenic and a nuisance to society. And that's what Jimmy is. He's a nuisance to society.
It has stolen millions of dollars from the taxpayers. Okay.
Speaking of taxpayers, what about your welfare? Who pays for your welfare? The taxpayers, Jimmy. And you've done absolutely nothing with it, but by eating lentils.
And has committed innumerable acts of animal cruelty? Is it slanderous to say that the Rhino Republican Brian Fitzpatrick publicly supports you when he says he publicly supports you? That's not slanderous, okay? So, unfortunately, your online behavior is impacting staff by instilling a level of fear. I don't see how they're afraid of anything I'm saying. Exposing them for the liars they are, that's fine. Let them, if they're afraid of being exposed, that's up to them. Okay, you're afraid of what I might do next. You say you're afraid of what I might do next. I'm not doing anything except making videos exposing you people. That's all I'm doing. Okay? Worrying that I might come onto the grounds at one of Lenape Valley's sites. I have no interest of ever coming onto the grounds of any Lenape Valley Foundation site. Ever. But what this has done is I'm going to have to now utilize another person to get my mental health records, which you will redact, most likely, because I can't go to your site to get my mental health records, so I'm going to have to utilize a third-party representative. I might have to take this to a legal level at this point, because you people are giving me no choice. Okay, that's what you're doing. That's not me doing it, that's you doing that. Keep that in mind. Okay, and I would never look for any of your employees. I don't have any personal beef with any of your employees. If your employees feel a sense of fear,
I don't think this is how he got
their
this is
sense
the
of guilt.
Again, I don't think this is the video that got him arrested. This was like 4 months ago. So we're in October. That's like October, September, August, July. This was in July. So yeah.
For lying about me, for jumping to conclusions about me based on bullshit they found online. Okay? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to frighten anybody. I've never threatened anybody. I've never slandered anybody in the legal definition of slander. And if you don't believe me, why don't you get a judge involved and see what the judge says? Okay? And I've certainly never threatened anybody, and I've reiterated time and time and time and time again that you people have absolutely not a damn thing to fear from me. Except exposure, to expose the fact that you victimize Bucks County's residents, to expose the fact that you profit from the misery of Bucks County residents, and to expose the fact that you utilize disproven and unproven psychotherapies and dangerous neurotoxins, which you call psychotropic medication. That's not me making this stuff up. I can prove everything I'm saying. Can you prove anything you're saying? No, you can't. So apparently you're saying that the employees, blah, 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 continue to, I'm posting intimidating and inaccurate videos. Number one, the purpose of these videos is not to intimidate the staff of your idiotic organization. Okay, which behaves more like a group of targeted harassers or gang stalkers and
Yeah. There he is. The gang stalkers. Yep, he is a liar. He is a habitual liar. And he's probably schizophrenic, but he's a liar who pretty much shifts the blame onto other people. I mean, for a time being, he kept pointing fingers at Daywave Radio. And not to mention, this motherfucker threatened to challenge people to a karate match. And he also mocks people for their appearances. Kind of like someone I know. Kind of like a big Vagisil guy who tries to like go at people's appearances because it's pretty much him projecting on other people. That's what he does. That's what Jimmy likes to do. He loves to project all his insecurities onto other people.
Heavy quotations than it does mental health professionals. How do I know that your organization and your employees aren't behaving like mental health professionals? Because I worked in mental health.
And whenever Jimmy says he worked in mental health, he was actually a patient at a nut hut. And not to mention, he also drove a bus. That's his contribution to mental health. Kind of like how Von Helton claimed that he was an orderly. Jimmy claimed that he worked in mental health, when in actuality he was a patient who was granted permission to act as like a peer counselor.
If I did 1/10 the bullshit you people did, I would be fired, if not locked up. Okay? You people have slandered me. You people have libeled me.
I guess I'm
you
learning.
You people have made inaccurate assumptions about me.
God damn, the pause game is on point. Look at those Look at those chompers. Look at that shit.
All I'm doing is peacefully exercising my First Amendment rights to expose your organization for what it is.
First Amendment rights, freedom of speech. Just because you have the right of speech doesn't mean you can abuse that right. There are consequences. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. So yeah, Jimmy, you lose there.
And what it does. Okay, because I am no longer in service, I'm no longer in service because of you people.
You were never in service to begin with, dumb fuck. You were never in service to begin with.
And because of that, now I'm going to have to go over that discharge letter that my therapist sent me.
A discharge letter? You were stalking your therapist. You were threatening her, trying to find out where she lived. I mean, it was all in AP's documentary on you. Yeah, Adonis Paul made a video detailing he made 2 videos on Jimmy. One was an overview, and the one was about him stalking the nurse.
Because you people took everything like this and utilized bullshit online to come to inaccurate conclusions after I made your organization aware for damn near half a decade of what was going on, and then you decided to side with the people online. Okay? With no proof, no question posed to me, nothing.
When you find a breedable girl that is considered a biological adult.
Nothing.
Sees teenage girl, sees junior high girl, must breed. He must breed.
There was nothing except you need a psychiatric evaluation and we want to make sure whether or not you have a firearm.
God damn, his chin is just so big.
I threatened nobody. I continue to threaten nobody.
You threatened to fight people. Jimmy, you threatened to fight people. You challenged people to karate matches. You threatened to fight Royce Lopez in a sanctioned karate match. And AP took you up on your challenge. I mean, anyone with any brains would consider a karate just for kids. And this is a thing that most people would refer to as, what's the thing? What is it called? Oh yeah, main character syndrome. And Jimmy suffers severely from this diagnosis. He thinks he's the main character in a story about him.
Okay, if you people fear me, that's in your own head.
Projection much? Yeah, so Jimmy over here. God damn, the pause game is on part. Woo! Yeah, Jimmy. Having the emotional intelligence of a 13-year-old boy thinks that he is the center of attention, when in actuality he is just a piece of shit, just like every other lolcow that we talk about. He has, and much like every lolcow, Jimmy always thinks he's the main character in his story. And you see a lot of these weirdos having this mentality, this dichotomy, that they are the main protagonist and everyone else is the main antagonist.
You have no reason to fear me. If I get animated, I'm animated because of your bullshit.
Oh, Jimmy will never score.
Beecham said when she discharged me. I understand why you're mad.
No, he thinks he's a karate master. No, he thinks he's a karate master. And he will teach all of the plebs the karate that all the nurses want to have sex with.
Mad. Okay, as she said a couple weeks prior to that. I understand why you think they're gaslighting you.
Wow, gaslighting. That's a new word in Jimmy's vocabulary. Last I checked, didn't you try to gaslight a Drazdia into thinking that AP and Daywave and Hatman and all these other channels that make fun of you are targeting her? Why do you think she used that whole I'm targeted citizen thing? She got it from you. And don't worry, we'll be talking about Mary, because there are some videos I haven't seen where Mary was pretty much going off on AP and Aunt Kathy.
That's what she said. That's what my therapist, former therapist, Kelsey Beecham, said.
And there you go, doxing the woman. You are a piece of shit, JRC3. And I hope to God that when the popo comes to your house, they use electric rounds on your ass. And they carry you in a cage. Excuse me.
Okay, she understood why I thought you people were gaslighting me. She understood why I thought that you people were full of shit and why I was mad. And that's the truth. Now, I've said numerous times, if you want me to stop making these videos, all I need is a signed legal statement from Kelsey Beecham.
Stop doxing your therapist! Your ex-therapist, dum-dum. We all know that you have a thing for doxing people's locations. I mean, you try to, like, dox Eliana for just because she wanted nothing to do with you. She told you to leave her the fuck alone or go sunset yourself. And what did you do? You continued to harass that poor woman up until you found out that she no longer is useful to you because, again, she wanted nothing to do with you. She was happily married. She's happily married. And you wanted to change your targets to that nurse. And when the nurse didn't show up to that carnival or fair to do fun summer stuff with you, you flipped out on her. And then you're talking shit about your therapist, who obviously doesn't want to date your stupid ass because it's a misuse of conduct. So, Jimmy, you have nothing to blame but yourself.
And Miss Jenkins, Allison Jenkins, stating that their original statements, which, by the way, I have witnesses to that, too. Okay, their original statements, such as Kelsey's original statement, that her supervisor discovered videos about me online that were disturbing, and that was the reason for the want for the psychiatric evaluation. And then Allison Jenkins reiterating that to me and to my case manager. Now, if you can have them make me signed legal statements that they lied to me and that everything that Lenape Valley is saying is the truth, which it's not. There's no fact behind any of it. Okay? Or if you could have me, and the thing is, I'm not taking inauthentic statements. I want to see them sign the statements. Bottom line. I'm not taking any of your shit because you're a bunch of liars. Okay? So if you want me to stop making videos exposing your bullshit organization for the victimization of Bucks County residents that you practice, the victimization with disproven and unproven psychotherapies and poisonous substances, all you have to do is tell the truth. That's all you had to do from the beginning, is tell the truth. And again, I've not threatened anybody. I've continued to not threaten anybody. In emails, I've pointed out again and again and again and again, you people have nothing to fear from me, and you don't. I promise you, you have nothing to fear from me. The only thing that you people have to fear is exposure.
Exposure. We've seen your videos, and based on the quality of the videos, you obviously are out of your fucking mind. It's no wonder your ass got busted. It's no wonder your ass got busted, Jimmy.
Exposure for the victimization of heterosexual white men that you do every day at
Heterosexual white men. Wow. I wonder who that reminds me of. I don't know. Every weird, well, actually, you. And all the Ronnies of the world who think the same way as you.
your organization. Was I lying when I said Kelsey Beecham identifies as a feminist? Was I lying when I said that you hired gynocentric predators? Or is that my opinion based on the behavior of Kelsey Beecham, her supervisor, and the supervisory staff at this organization? That's my opinion.
Yeah, so Jimmy, it's your opinion. Doesn't mean it's fact. And I kind of figure it's an oxymoron that you would say that's your opinion, even though your channel was called The Facts Are the Facts with James Robert Clark III, you stupid nonce. Do you really think anyone is gonna listen to you? And as a matter of fact, who are you making this video for? Clearly, it's not the people of Lenape Valley, and clearly, all your videos are being mocked, have been mocked to high heaven, and clearly, you obviously have zero support from anyone. You just have a bunch of people who obviously are just about as stupid and fucked up as you. You have no real friends. And the people that try to defend you, who try to support you, they pretty much decided that you're just a lost cause. And rightfully so, you are a lost cause because, I mean, look at you. You're complaining about people doing, I mean, listen to yourself. I know you're probably not watching this because you're not allowed to have any internet access and you're probably not allowed to leave the state. But you have a grudge against people who are just trying to do their jobs.
My opinion is not slander. As far as my opinion is concerned, you do hire gynocentric predators. I am the victim of the gynocentric predators that you hire.
Do you even know what gynocentric means? I don't even know what that means. I know about gynecologist, but gynocentric, I don't know what it means.
Line. So, if you want me to stop making videos exposing you people for who you are, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Preferably publicly. Preferably publicly. Tell the truth. Okay? Remember, I got the witnesses. I got the documentation. I can prove you're lying.
And he didn't show any proof that they were lying. I mean, we don't need to hear about his facts. He always keeps saying, I'll send some links. And he doesn't really have any links. It's just a bunch of one-star reviews that he got from Yelp. I mean, I'm betting some of those 1 stars are Latitty.
I can prove everything you've said is a lie. Okay? So that's the bottom line. Get with the program. And and in closing, you don't have to worry about me ever coming to any one of your agencies. And if you're so worried, okay, number one, I've never made a threat to anybody at any of your organizations, ever. In fact, I have great empathy for the people at your organizations. Even Allison Jenkins I have empathy for because I worked in mental health and I know what you people put these people through.
Again, he's never worked in mental health. He drove a bus.
Okay, and I know the bullshit came from above Ms. Jenkins. Okay, but the fact of the matter is the fact that you hire people that are gynocentric predators that look for white men that are vulnerable to target and destroy.
White cisgendered men? White heterosexual cisgendered men? Go on, Jimmy. Go on.
Is beyond the pale. Beyond the pale.
You're more of a bitch, Jimmy. You're more of a woman than most of us. You argue like a woman. You cry like a woman. And I'm not being sexist, but Jimmy, I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying, Jimmy, you are a bitch. You are bitch made. To the highest degree. And you obviously think that people owe you compensation for what? For you being mentally unstable? Again, you should not be using that as an excuse because you're obviously giving people with actual mental illnesses a bad rep. People like you, people like Adrazdia, people like Latitty, you try to give people with actual mental problems a bad name. And yeah, Latitty, she's fucking nuts. And that's probably why we liked her when she was around. Because, oh my God, the things she has said to people, the things she has done. I would argue that Latitty was more insane than Jimmy and Mary combined. Hell, I would say that Latitty was more of a threat to society than Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy has nothing but his fake karate. Latitty has the capabilities of murder, even though she's like 5'3". She's a scrappy one.
It's criminal what you're doing to the heterosexual white men of Bucks County and to the other members of Bucks County. And just the fact that you use disproven psychotherapies that don't work. And the fact that you utilize medications that are literally neurotoxins. They're literally...
I would love to see Jimmy and Dark Ninja go at it. I'm pretty sure Dark Ninja would probably whoop Jimmy's ass. Hell, even Dark Ninja can kick Jimmy's ass.
FDA and the CDC considered neurotoxins. Okay? You are using...
And Dark Ninja's a real ninja, by the way.
Chemical warfare.
Chemical warfare? What are we building? Bombs? What are we building? Dirty bombs? Chemical warfare? What the fuck?
Essentially, on the population of Bucks County.
Bucks County.
That's essentially what you're doing now. Before you say I'm slandering you, no, that's my opinion. Because my opinion is based on the fact that neurotoxins
my favorite
are chemical poisons. And you are prescribing these poisons.
Yes, I would bet my money
which
on
are classified as neurotoxins, as poison.
It's poisons. Poison. You're starting to sound like Latitty. Listen to yourself, Jimmy. You're starting to sound like Latitty with all this talk about how all these products are poisonous. That's why we need to set Jimmy up with Latitty. Now that Latitty is out.
okay, by the CDC and by the FDA. I didn't classify them as that. If you have a problem with that, take it up with the FDA and the CDC. Don't take it up with me.
Jimmy can teach Letiti all the karate the nurses want to have sex with. I mean, Jimmy can teach Letiti how to do Form 1.
I didn't do it. I'm just reporting the facts. Look at the channel's name. The facts are the facts. That's it. You're the people lying. You're the people creating fallacious bullshit. Okay, not me. Again, I threaten nobody. If you're so worried about slander, sue me. Sue me. Let this go before a judge. Let this go before a judge. Let them talk to my witnesses.
I know. Taking care of business. That's why we got to get these two together. That way Jimmy can teach Letiti how to use the karate in case she ever tries to go up against Angel or her mom or even the police. That way she can learn how to defend herself with the karate that all the nurses want to have sex with.
Let them cross-examine. Let me cross-examine Kelsey Beecham and Allison Jenkins about the bullshit. Okay? Let people know the truth.
But then again, I remember the prophecy from J.J. Stoner from last year. I remember the prophecy. If Letiti and Jimmy breed, they might create the time-traveling lolcalf that is Mary.
If I'm threatening you people, have a cop come out and confront me. I've threatened nobody, ever. Not from this organization. I actually was happy with most of the services that I was receiving from Mrs. Beecham. And I've told her that.
Yeah.
And she knows that.
Yeah, I guess so. I suppose that the vegan community is completely off their rocker. I mean, look at Vegan Teacher. Look at Vegan Gains. How many sane vegans are there?
It wasn't until
that's not a slight against vegans. I'm just saying is that there are a few rotten apples, no pun intended.
Until her gynocentric feminist programming kicked in.
Oh man, the cuck.
I was like, yo, this bitch is crazy. Okay? But, that's not, again, I don't blame her. I think that a lot of that has to do with the trauma she experienced. Okay? Which I found out later. Because unlike you people, I don't Google people when I'm receiving therapy from them. I don't like to know about my therapist. Okay? Which I guess if I ever go back to therapy, which I won't, but if I ever do, maybe I'll find out more about my therapist, like she's a crazy liberal feminist kook, before I go. But the fact of the matter is, Mrs. Beecham has unfortunately experienced unfortunate events in her life.
Did he just call her a feminist kook? He does sound like Ronnie from that movie Cuck. For those of you who don't know what Cuck is, it's basically like a movie that is supposed to take place, is supposed to be about the perspective of someone who's on the far right. But it's done poorly, but it was executed poorly, and it made $0 at the box office. That's why I keep calling him a Ronnie. That's where I got the term from.
That combined with her gynocentric programming, which she has received through the indoctrination factories of the colleges she has gone to, has warped her ability to trust men and to not be fearful of men. And that's why she jumped to crazy conclusions, and that's why Allison jumped to crazy conclusions. And I really do think I was targeted by your organization. And until your organization can prove otherwise, I'm going with that. Until your organization can prove anything that I'm saying is not factual, because I got the facts. The facts are the facts, dude. You know what I mean? I got the facts. I got the documentation. I got the witnesses. I got the psychiatrist. I got the case manager. I got the police on my side, dog. Dig what I'm saying? That's all for this video. I'm going to make a follow-up video.
Oh my God, who's Emma?
Oh shit, sorry, we're not ready for you, Carly. Yeah, we're gonna go shuffle. We're gonna do the truffle shuffle. Sorry. Sorry. We're gonna shuffle around some shit. That way it won't. Okay, I have not seen this video from this individual. For those who don't know who Leslie Clark is, she's like Carly. She's the love child of Carly and James Clark. She's pretty much like the love child of Carly and James Clark. This is Leslie Clark. She's a nuisance on TikTok who likes little boys with no pubic hair.
Yeah? Yeah?
So, Leslie got some shit. Leslie got the police called on her because she was drunk and loud. Keep a close. Hey, Carly, I know you like to watch things about other people who talk shit about you. And because I was on Emma's panel a week ago, you're probably going to be seething. Keep a close eye. This is your future. And Leslie Clark is younger than you.
Social media thing again? Were you on social media when you were doing it?
There was a noise complaint.
I've got all your channels. I can go look and see what's going on. So you're not being loud. I'm gonna go look at it. It's not gonna show you being loud. Okay. You had anything to drink today? Alcoholic beverages, anything like that?
Yeah, so she was being loud.
Okay. What are you drinking?
A bottle of Jack. Just a small bottle of it.
Okay, let me take a look at it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so Leslie Clark is basically like a female Cyrax. For those who don't know who Cyrax is, he's a degenerate. He's a mutant pedophile.
Here's what I need you to do for me. So you don't get arrested for disturbing the peace by public intoxication. You don't have to do much. You know, disturbing the peace of public intoxication is not.
I didn't do public intoxication.
That's enough right there. So when you're walking down
Even
the
if I'm
street,
doing it in my own driveway,
you gonna let me talk for a minute?
I didn't open it until I got home.
All right, you let me know when you're ready. Let me
Leslie Clark's likes little boys with no pubic hair.
explain it to you. You got a bottle of Jack right there.
Yeah.
You just told me you were walking down the street. That
Well,
thing's almost empty.
but-
So,
I was walking down the street an hour ago.
okay, you're gonna yell at me. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs and take you to Donaldsonville.
I didn't even do anything.
So listen, you yell at me, I'm going to put you in handcuffs, I'm going to take you to Donaldsonville right now for disturbing the peace by public intoxication. You just showed me an alcohol bottle.
But it's not public. I'm doing it in my own yard.
Okay, you weren't in your own yard a second ago. You were walking down the street. And
Half an hour ago.
you admitted to me that you walked down the
Yeah,
street.
half an hour ago.
Okay, that's
I
enough.
walked to the store, didn't even open it until I got home and I sat my ass down.
Okay,
That's when I opened it.
okay, so I need you to listen to me very
Pipe
carefully.
down, Leslie.
You listening? You listening?
Yeah.
I'm not going to take you to jail right now for public intoxication.
It's not talk like I'm doing it at home.
Okay.
Wow. If this is how she behaves in front of the police, I might be glad that Leslie's in a nut hut. Yeah, so in case you're wondering, Leslie is in a mental institution as of recently. So, yeah, there's no new news on her. She's in the nut hut. And that's where Carly's going to end up eventually if she doesn't stop with this obsession with Samantha.
Trying to work with you here. Let me talk to you. I'm not going to arrest you right now for disturbing the peace by public intoxication.
How am I disturbing the peace?
Okay, so I got a call from neighbors that said they saw you walking down the street. You're being very, very loud.
I wasn't being loud.
Okay, to them you were. That's all that matters.
That's bullshit.
That's all that matters. You want to go to Donaldsonville and tell the judge?
I wasn't even talking.
You go to Donaldsonville and tell the judge that's what you want to do?
No, I'm just saying I wasn't even talking when I was walking home.
All right, so I'm ready to take you to jail right now. You gonna shut up and listen to me, or you gonna be good? You keep mouthing off to me. I'm gonna take you to Donaldsonville. I got all day long. I got all night. I got 9 more hours.
He's got 9 more hours.
Any more? Don't do it. Don't do it anymore. Okay, you understand?
All right, good night, Queen of Karma.
If I get called back out here before you again, I'm taking you to jail.
For nothing? For absolutely nothing. Don't worry, I'll call it away. I'm calling it away. Away. Don't worry, I'll be calling it away. Motherfucker.
God damn, no disrespect, no respect. All right, we gonna look at and we're gonna look at Carly next because there are some videos I didn't take a look at or I didn't see.
Yo, how is it freaking public intoxication when I'm doing it at home? When y'all see me open the bottle sitting here. And how am I being loud?
All right, I'll be don't worry. Hey, we'll be ready for I'm coming for some Tartanomicon thing because we're gonna say hi. Yeah. Now what are we gonna look at? Oh, hi Trisha. Yeah, the Wern. Nah. I ain't gotta look at no Wern. We're gonna look at the Tartanomicon. Because that's where the shit is. That's where all that shit is. And we got notifications from Hatman. That's cool. Oh, here.
Hi guys, it's Mackenzie Marie.
Mackenzie Marie. That is Carly's recent name. So those who don't know who this ham beast is, this is Carly. She goes by Mackenzie Marie. I forget, Pamela something, Serenity Faith. She's got a lot of usernames because we all know goddamn well she doesn't like it when people call her Carly because she doesn't like when people point out the fact that she is a degenerate who's trying to scam people, and she will go through many lengths to try and silence people. So, yeah.
Welcome back to my channel. Before we start this video, please don't forget to go subscribe. Featuring my fiance. He has a few things he wants to address. So let's get started.
That's
Hi,
Freddie.
everyone. Welcome back. I will turn it to him when he's ready to talk.
I can talk. I just want to play bowling.
He just wants to play bowling. Why are you trying to bring your fiance in on this shit?
I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video. I'm with him so I can witness what he's saying. I did do a video earlier of a small shopping spree haul video, and there's in the video, and
nobody cares about your shopping spree, your shopping hauls. Nobody gives a fuck about your dumb shopping hauls, Carly. We're just here to hear you try to slander other people and try to make it as if you're the victim. Like I said, please refer to when I brought up the whole main character syndrome thing.
Live video, whatever, on their channel. So let's get started with him.
I gotta go send some shit. I'll be on the back burner. Don't worry. You don't need to see what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, there's that.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oops.
So here's my fiance saying a few things.
Now he's gonna now she's gonna turn into Fred. Now she's gonna turn to Freddy. Sorry about that.
More men! More men!
It's about dick.
We're gonna need more men.
Oops. All right. Now let's get back. Let's get back to the video.
You're not gonna turn all the way, but I mean, just basically people saying that. Give me a second. People saying that I didn't buy her any of that stuff that she showed in the video. Because I think they're saying that because
Get out with it.
think that she doesn't buy me anything. That's not the case. Yes, she may not buy me stuff all the time, but she does buy me things here and there. I just wanted to.
She doesn't buy you anything. If you've heard from Carly, I mean, well, for those of you who watch Emma's streams, I'm pretty sure you caught like a glimpse that where Carly pretty much tattled on herself, where she said, and I quote, "I don't care about anybody on here but myself." So yeah, Carly, it's obvious you don't care about Freddy. You just want to use him to bolster your status. And also you like to throw him under the bus whenever he doesn't do what you tell him. So yeah, Carly.
Oh, crap. I just wanted to surprise her because I talked to her the other day about going out on the 27th, but then I changed it to the 29th on a Sunday. But then I thought today I'd rather wait. Today's after 12, right? So
Yeah.
Yesterday I'd rather do it.
Carly, you might as well just shove your hand up Freddy's ass and talk for him because you're trying to make him into your little hand puppet. Kind of like how Shani made Rev into her little hand puppet.
So I bought her a few things, and I don't know why everybody has to take a video or take the video that she did and say that I never bought her that stuff. That's not true. I bought her everything that she showed in the video.
Yes, he did.
So I don't know why everybody has to constantly keep saying that.
And another thing is, I wasn't bothering you guys. I was not talking bad about you guys.
I call bullshit, Carly. I call bullshit. You spent almost every video you do, every time Emma goes live or every time Chad goes live, you couldn't help yourself but respond with a stream lambasting and berating them, slandering them, saying that they were stalking you, when in actuality you were the one stalking them. And you were trying to brigade for their channels to be taken down. You were demanding your followers, your small niche of subscribers, to flag their channels and have them deplatformed so that you can continue grifting your so-called supporters in peace. So that you can continue grifting complete strangers in peace. That's what this is all about.
I was minding my own business, doing my content like a normal YouTuber, and I didn't appreciate being treated that way. And, you know, showing the stuff that he bought me, which he did.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why everybody... No, I'm saying I don't know why everybody has to say that you don't buy me stuff. You buy me stuff, yes, but I tell you not to show it in the video because I don't care what they think. I just rather you show what you got yourself in the video. What you got me doesn't.
And by the way, it's Rickzilla.
I don't know why people keep thinking that. Honestly.
Once in the blue moon, he'll let me show something, but I respect his boundaries, and you know, you guys don't need to keep doing this to me every single time I do a video, go live and show my stuff. I mean, can't you guys just leave us alone?
No. Look, Carly, I hate to disappoint you, but that's not how this works. If you put your shit out there for everyone else to see, then it's fair use. And anyone with a working laptop, a working computer, or a smartphone will view it and will have opinions. You just have to have a thicker skin. If you can't accept that, then this is not the place for you. And that is a thing I see with a lot of lolcows now. They automatically think that their online presence, they think that their YouTube channel or their TikTok or their Instagram or their Twitch is their own personal message board, when it is a public platform that anyone with an electronic device will have access to them.
We're allowed to go to the mall. We're allowed to buy stuff. You know, you guys can't tell us what we can and cannot do. If he wants,
not telling us what we can and can't do. It's just they need to stop thinking false information, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys thought was false information, and you know, I am just tired of being on YouTube, to be honest with you guys.
Then the door is open.
I'm thinking about, to be honest, if this doesn't stop, I'm thinking about really deleting my channel because I want to come on here and be safe and do my videos.
Yeah. You think that, and this is the thing I see with Carly, is that she thinks that she can come on YouTube and seek validation from strangers. She is fucking insane.
Without knowing that someone's going to cover me. I mean, yes, he told me, and I'm glad he told me because it kind of hurts.
It's just irritating. Like,
and another thing,
every time.
So I can't believe Trash Panda would cover that when there's nothing to cover. I wasn't being mean. I wasn't saying anything mean. And, which I don't know you, by the way. You know, get to know me first before you judge a book by its cover. And
I want to know if she's going to say my name. Come on, Carly, say my name.
You know, I know you guys don't like me. That's fine.
Well,
but you don't need to cover me every single day.
Just to let you know, I don't cover you every single day, Carly. I barely even live stream anymore. I barely even live stream. The only reason why I came on here was so that I could, I don't know, keep a schedule going and also try to make good on promises because us rulers, we gotta eat too.
Give it a break, give it a rest. And I'm not happy because yesterday not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was live and someone swiped my live, which sniped my live, which it hit 1K. Thank you.
I'll be the judge. And you want to know why your live hit 1K?
And
you
guys want to be nosy? Why can't you just let me do my content?
Because you're on a public platform. Because, Carly, you're on a public platform. Anyone, like I keep saying, anyone with an electronic device will have access to your videos. So, again, don't act like you're special. I've heard this from so many other people like you.
Let me do my videos and be happy. You know, it makes no sense. And then another thing is, you know, you're telling me in emails or comments that he's not happy here. First of all, he looks like that all the time. He is happy. He doesn't want to smile. He doesn't have to. It doesn't mean he's mad or upset. Yes, we laugh. We have a good time. We're good. We're doing better in our relationship. And when you guys come to me saying that he don't want to be here, like in my live or something, or you guys are like commenting or like sending.
Stop with the whole Latina act. It's not fooling anyone, you dum-dum.
What is it? Emails saying that
you don't know what emails are.
He likes being here.
He looks fucking miserable, and you're trying to force him. And yeah, you're trying to force Freddie to come on here against his will.
We're happy. So
yes, that may have been things I've said months off, maybe like a month or two or whenever ago. Yes, they may have been. I've said those things. I'm not gonna deny it. Yeah, so but it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, he was just upset that day. Yes, he might have said too much on a video or too much on a live or Instagram. He was just saying it because when he's upset, he say things that he doesn't mean. And I want to know why you guys are so concerned about our relationship when you need to worry about your relationship, your life. Like, and you know, I'm tired of people coming in my life saying stuff about my mother and him. You know,
they weren't. They were talking about something else.
See, there are, unlike Rev, Freddie is more aware, has more self-awareness than Rev. There are moments where Rev would have moments of clarity, but those are very few now.
Whatever it wasn't funny, it hurt, and I know I shouldn't be addressing the haters, but he wanted to do this video. I didn't make him.
Because I wanted to talk about the thing that was irritating because it makes no sense.
Yes, and I did not force him or make him do this video. He wanted to. And
you forced him.
You guys just need to leave us alone. Like, I'm doing content, you know, and then yes, yes, some of this stuff is childish. I ain't gonna lie. But when you're a big fan of your favorite characters, or your favorite
It's
things,
not for just kids, honestly.
yeah, it's like collectibles. Like,
no, it was a 30th anniversary thing they had going for Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. And I got one from different stores, but
they're different prices.
I'm not worried about that. I thought it'd be a nice gesture. Sorry,
I had to chill some more because trying to get more people to watch.
They do,
especially even though it's late at night.
Because she likes Jack and Sally. I mean, I don't understand what that has to do with anybody. I mean,
oh hey, Chad,
really
what is up?
And
yes, Carly. Guess who's in my chat? Chad. I'm pretty sure you have a crush on him. Just kidding. Just kidding, Chad. I'm just saying. Yo, just kidding. I'm just fucking with Carly. She's an idiot. She's a fucking idiot. And the thing is that not only have you shown, Carly, that you're delusional, but you let your delusions dictate your life as if you are being controlled by this ego you have that is the size of the cosmos. Actually, now I'm just saying shit. So, hey, what up, Chad?
yes, I had, yeah, sorry.
Speaking of weird, we're going to need to see Sonia Cute Girl, a cover of Sonia Cute Girlfriend now that our CPU goddess has finally returned.
Yes, I had a bucket that looked like a skeleton, pumpkin, whatever.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, Chad. It's nice. Welcome to the city of Rolier, Chad. We are going to be looking at the insanities of crazies such as Carly, such as Mary, and Tony. And we'll see some Quick if Quick continues to upload.
Yes, I had lunch, and it was cheaper to get the Happy Meal because it was like $5 something. So what? I seen grown people in the mall get a Happy Meal all the time, and
yeah, the grown people that get Happy Meals all the time are bronies. Are probably bronies who complain that they didn't get Twilight Sparkle or Fluttershy in their Happy Meals. And they vlog about it.
You know, it shouldn't matter what I get at the mall. Yes, he surprised me. You know, I buy him stuff.
It's not like I'm not allowed to spend my own money. I spent my own money with it. I didn't use.
At least you're not stealing money, stealing food from pantries or pretending to be. At least let's just get the positive out of the way. At least Carly is not pretending to be homeless just so that she can get a free meal at the soup kitchen. Unlike some crazy hobo who lives in LA and is falsely accusing an internet talk show host of wrongdoings. Mary, go play your Zelda games, Adrastia, and leave Adonis Paul the fuck alone. Hell, leave Aunt Kathy alone, Mary. Go stick to playing Zelda.
Anybody else's money. I use my own.
Yes, and that's his choice. If he wants to buy me stuff, that's his choice. Yes?
Yes. Carly, sorry to hear about that, Chad. Carly, then again, Carly was too much for anyone to handle. And I wish I had that little clip of Carly singing that song, You Gotta Be Bad, You Gotta Be Bold, You Gotta Be Wiser song. I wish I had that clip. I could make that into like a soundbite.
Yes, it's hard for people to buy stuff, yes. But
I know. But you, well, at least you're not pretending to be homeless.
But I did buy him well, yes, dinner the other night, or was it last night?
That means stuff when you go to the mall. They say you never buy me.
I do.
Show it.
I don't.
I like the fact that Freddie is over here correcting all of Carly's mistakes. I mean, like he's her caregiver. I was gonna say wrangler.
Just because I don't, okay, I do buy him stuff, but I'm not gonna, if he doesn't want me to show it.
Also, Earl.
On camera,
Also, Earl, if you're watching, because I know Earl Dubé is hiding, plotting his next attack against the lolcow channels. Just let you know, there's a guy who will come to your house dressed as a cupcake. Chad donated $2. Thank you, Chad. Much appreciated.
I have to respect his boundaries. I'm not gonna just do it, you know, and that pisses people off. You can't just do things without their permission. Like,
we do it all the time because it's fair use. And clearly, most lolcows, they don't understand what fair use is.
You gotta be civil with them. You can't just.
You gotta be bad. You gotta be cruel. You gotta be smarter, or whatever the fuck that song is. I'm not gonna sing it because I don't want to destroy any eardrums for the 3 viewers that are watching.
Yes, I did show a few things.
I mean, yeah, I decided to do the stream at the last minute because I wanted to get this off my chest, and I'm trying not to be lazy, but I'll come back at the right time. And also, I'm probably going to be doing retro Latiti streams for the time being, you know, just to make a little more money. You may never know when they're going to appear. You may never know when they're going to come on. Just keep a lookout for them. Be sure to like subscribe, click the bell notification to get an update on whether or not I'm going to stream, because I haven't been streaming much as of recently. So I'm missing out on a lot of things.
Of his, but he's allowed to buy me stuff, and, you know, to be honest, guys.
And yeah, maybe Carly may not be interesting for everyone else, but for the dark side, yeah, she can be considered a public nuisance based on the fact that she likes to flag. She tries to flag people's channels, but fails to do so. And she tries to brigade people, which is a violation of YouTube's TOS. And she has the emotional capacity of a first grader. She has the emotional intelligence of a first grader. And she has the speaking mannerisms of a small child. I'm not saying she's disabled. I'm just saying she's uneducated. She might have some sort of lack of education. I don't know. But I would like to find out.
There's no need to worry about me or him. Do your own business. You know, I'm not a bully.
Says the woman who tries to intimidate a disabled woman with cerebral palsy, tries to brigade her niche followers to go after said disabled woman with cerebral palsy.
I'm not a hater.
Says the person who hates on anyone who does a video on her.
I'm a good person. You know, I help people in need.
Yeah, she's a good person. She flags people who disagree with her because she doesn't like it when people criticize her, because she's a good person. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that, Carly.
I always ask the elderlies or people that need help.
When have you ever asked an elderly person that they need help?
Because I'm not just gonna sit there and be a mean person like.
All you do is sit there and be a mean person, Carly. That's all you do. And I think I know why you are a sick person. Hold on, it'll come up.
You're a cunt and you need a father figure, and I guess it's going to be me.
Yes, that's what you are, Carly.
There was a person the other day, we were walking, and she was so kind. She needed some money to get some food, and he gave her $5, or out of his kindness. You should always be.
That really matters.
I know. And you should always.
It has nothing to do, and I like Freddie, that and I hate the fact that Carly keeps talking over Freddie like he's nothing. Like and this is the thing I see with Carly all the time, is she has to be the center of attention. She just can't stand when Freddie tries to get a word in edgewise. She has to undermine him and berate him because she's not pitying her or kissing her ass.
Always be kind to your loved one or to someone in need, you know?
Says the person who berates her fiance and uses textbook emotional manipulation to keep him from leaving her.
There's a lot of people out there that don't have anything. I understand that. But if he wants to buy it for me and I want to show it, that's.
Chad donated $10. Carly is a big fat beep. You're goddamn right, Chad. You're goddamn right.
For our anniversaries, but we wait till the next.
And just to let you know, Carly, I am the danger now. I am the one who knocks. Well, I'm not gonna knock on your door. I'm not that stupid. I ain't Sniper Wolf. Fuck that Isabella Jank prototype. Gee. And fuck you, Carly. Go to hell. Not really. No, I'm not gonna. Nah, I don't really mean that, but I don't think hell wants your ass, Carly. You probably stink up the place because you pretty much film yourself farting and probably shitting yourself. So yeah. And also, we don't like to hear your shitty singing. We just don't like when you're singing. You sound like Eric Cartman. And that is a disrespect to Eric Cartman. And you act like him. You act all spoiled whenever, and you throw temper tantrums whenever you don't get your way. That's what I see of you.
But, you know, I don't see the big deal what we do with our own money. I mean, yes, it may not work, but what does that got to do with anybody?
Yes,
yeah, she does eat her shitty toilet paper.
But what does that have to do with anybody?
She eats, yes, Chad's got a good point. Chad says that Carly eats the poo-poo. So yeah, Carly, you eat the poo-poo.
Okay, and I know people are going to say, they're going to see this and they're going to say, oh, well, you don't work, but you go to the food bank. Okay, well, what does that got to do with anything either?
Yeah, I know. But at least you're not pretending to be homeless to get a free meal at the soup kitchen like some crazy hobo who accuses a cartoon man of shit that he didn't do to her. A Drazdia. I'm going to start, and speaking of her, Mary, I'm going to be doing retro Mary streams, you know, just to raise money to help lubricate Bubba's bones. And we're going to be starting on the whole, and we're going to do that with the Justice for Bubba timeline. When Mary started talking about the whole Justice for Bubba thing.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
By the way, Carly. I've never done any streams on you. I barely even do streams that much anymore. But when I was in my prime, which was 2021, I used to do streams on a woman, not unlike you, who pretty much does similar shit, even though she doesn't have a fiance because she lives alone in a Section 8 apartment, who pretends to be homeless to get a free meal at a soup kitchen. And she would make countless videos playing the victim and screaming at the top of her lungs about how cruel her family is and how evil these internet people are. That was my contribution to the internet, was reviewing A Crazy Hobo every Sunday. Up until last year when she decided to write Virgie's name in her arm, but can't do it, but can't spell Virgie, so she writes Viggy. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. And when another crazy woman who was pregnant at the time came onto the scene, that's when I started looking at how insane said crazy woman was.
That has nothing to do with anything. Like, you know.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
You do that, but.
Love you too, Bane.
I really don't see what the big deal is, honestly.
I'm trying to get more people in this. I'm trying to get more people to come in. That's why I'm sending links to the videos on Discord, because we need to oyster my numbers up, even when it's late at night. Hell, if I can't even sleep, I might have to do a live stream at 6 in the morning if needed. But we'll see where that goes.
And I just want to say one thing real quick. You guys got to stop telling me where I can and cannot go.
Whoever said that? And you can't tell anyone how to make their video, how to make our videos.
I know. Like, that's not relevant to anything.
Again, Freddy's making some good points. That's not relevant to anything. She's just pulling shit out of her ass just so that she could earn victim points. I'm convinced Freddy is her tard wrangler.
Yes, that may piss people off and make them upset, but at the end of the day, like I said, nothing to do with anybody. That doesn't affect anybody.
It only affects you guys because you guys get nosy in my business.
Well, you put your business out there for everyone else to see. And secondly, we don't give a fuck where you're going. We don't even care if you're going to go to the mall or go to like the food bank. Although it would piss people off that you're taking food from kids. But that's beyond the point. We don't give a rat's ass where you're going. As long as you're not going to a soup kitchen pretending to be homeless, or you're not playing victim in the streets of LA to the point where an actual homeless person gives you a Capri Sun. And yes, I'm bringing up Mary. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get to Mary later on, because there are some videos that I have not seen that I wanted to take a look at before the stream ends. And oh my flipping God, I've missed so much. That was probably because I haven't been streaming.
Like, worry about your own channels. Worry about your own content. Stop worrying about what I post on my channel. If you don't like what I post on my channel, then go away.
That's not how this works, Carly.
Like, stop covering me. It's getting old. Why can't you guys just leave me alone? I left you alone. Why can't I just go live, do my content, be happy? Why does everybody have to keep bothering me like that? You know what that makes you look like? A fool.
I thought you were going to say a stalker. I'm sorry to say this, Carly, but if you're posting on YouTube for everyone else to see, then again, it's fair use. And you could try and flag people's channels all you want, but that's going to put a big target on your head, because not only are you flagging channels, you're also breaking TOS. And your channel could get demonetized. I'm pretty sure it was already demonetized long before people. And again, more people are going to find out about you. They shouldn't, but more people are going to start covering you. I mean, people, like I said, I've been in like several communities prior to looking at your videos. And although your content seems less interesting, but the context behind your content and the fact that you do things behind the scenes will warrant more people to look into you. So yeah, don't come all high and mighty and act like you're this superior being. You're not the CPU goddess. And you never will be. You're just some lolcow who thinks that she's famous because she has been on TikTok. And last I checked, your TikToks are dog shit. You're singing out of key. You're extremely tone deaf. And you pretty much butcher every song you try to do covers to. And you call that going on concert, going on tour, when in actuality, you're just filming yourself in your own living room, flailing around and shouting the lyrics to songs you don't even know.
Okay, that makes you look like a fool. I'm minding my own business and trying to do my own content. And you guys care so much for what? Mind your business. I'm making content. Oh, another thing.
I'll get your wrench.
Another person commented on one of my videos saying I'm not an influencer on Temu. Yes, I am. Go check my post. I am.
Hey, don't worry, Emma. I'll get you your wrench.
Okay? If you don't know nothing about Temu, then ask what Temu is all about, and I'll do another video about Temu. But
don't worry, Emma. I'll get you your wrench.
you can't tell me that I'm not. Someone said, "I promise you, you're not influencer." Yes, I am. You guys are just mad because you guys just want to troll me, and
you're not an influencer. And Temu is the shittiest site you'll ever see. It is pretty much where they sell bootleg shit. And most of that shit on Temu is bootleg. Bootleg shit that you could find at like some knockoff website. It's not even it's not considered quality level shit. Because again, dumb. Oh, cheat. Jimmy is fun to watch when he's being an idiot.
I'm about to just have it up to here. Why can't you guys let me live my life? Stop living my life for me. Stop telling me what to do. Stop telling him what he can and cannot do. If he wants to buy me stuff,
they're not telling me what I can and can't do. They just don't make any sense.
They're not trying to tell me what I can do. They're just not making sense. Exactly. Exactly. You don't make sense either, Carly, because you're screaming and yelling and blaming everyone else because you want to be special. You think you're special. You ain't special for shit. All right, Emma, you should have your wrench.
Yeah, if he wants to buy me stuff,
All right, Emma, you should have your wrench.
let him.
Like, I'm just saying they don't have to keep covering that. I buy you that you do.
And besides, we don't cover all the shopping hauls you do. We find that shit boring. We just cover whenever you're freaking out over someone doing a stream on you because, again, you're such a thin-skinned Momo who obviously cannot help herself but react and blame almost all of your insecurities on everyone else because you think you're a princess when in actuality you are just some weirdo who makes these shitty, who does videos where you're singing shitty covers, shouting over the lyrics and singing off key and doing these weird gyrating movements that don't even consider dancing.
Hauls, like, so what? You do hauls.
Mm-hmm.
I offered to buy that. I did it because I wanted to. And I was going to anyway, regardless of what anybody says.
Yes, and, you know, stop taking my lives. Stop bothering me. Just go away. I know I'm
yes,
gonna put this
help
up
support
on my channel, and I know I'm probably gonna get comments saying ignore the haters.
No, people are gonna take it and cover it and talk about it. That's what they always do. So
If you
yeah. Help support that's right. Help support the Zilla. Help a Zilla out by supporting me on Streamlabs, or you can donate to my PayPal to help lubricate Bubba's bones, which we will do soon. I will be doing an Adrazia retro stream, and we'll be covering the Justice for Bubba saga for some new viewers who don't know who Adrazia is and probably aren't aware what kind of I mean, if you're like people who come in from Carly's streams, if you're people who come in from Carly or one of Malice's people, just know that I, Rickzilla, will introduce you to the hobo that is Mary. And I will let you know that she is a hobo who owes Virgie money. And I will. Don't raise the funds to help lubricate Bubba's bones. That's right. I'm doing more for Bubba than Mary ever will.
Yeah, you know, why can't you guys just worry about yourselves and stop worrying about...
By the way, Bubba's bones will be mine. Someone else can have Bubba's soul, but his bones belong to me. Not really. I'm not gonna dig up a handicapped kid's grave. I'm not that crazy. I'm just trying to divert Mary's attention. But Mary is so obsessed with AP. She's just better off. She would just be better off just playing her Zelda games and not bother anybody else.
My content. You know, I shouldn't have brought up, who yesterday, but I was pissed off because of the video she did about me. That was not called for. That was so disrespectful, but that's okay. But I'm hurt because I can't come on here, do my content before.
Yeah, she's hurt because she can't do her live covers of popular songs because that's considered copyright.
This happened, it was quiet on YouTube.
Yeah, it was quiet on YouTube until the cows came. But then again, it's been like that for years. Ever since the days of Quick. And speaking of Quick, I hope you stick around, Emma, because I'm going to show you the original lolcow. The original person.
It was quiet. I was enjoying my content. I was doing my stuff. You guys need to do something better than hurt other people.
Again, Carly, you can't tell us how we do our content. You're pretty much hiding behind your fake simps. And you obviously have done absolutely nothing to contribute to YouTube other than flagging people who you don't like and probably violating TOS. Do you really think YouTube is going to care about you when you're just pretty much breaking their TOS? They're going to take a good look at your channel, and you can change your channel names all you want to avoid being criticized or to avoid being flagged by YouTube, because that's all you can say. But again, you're not going to dictate us. You are no CPU goddess.
And just to let you all know, me and my older niece, Sydney, are going to be doing cooking videos on my channel. She's going to be on my videos during the holidays. And I'm going to ask her to do a video with me, just me and her together, so she can tell you guys about her and about me, because she's tired of seeing the hate and seeing me upset. But if you guys don't like my content, don't watch it. It's simple. Click off of it. You know, I'm not using my disability as a crutch. I'm just saying, you know, I just want to have my freedom. I want to enjoy myself. You know, I'm allowed to show my content. I don't work for YouTube anymore.
You never did work for YouTube.
I am not monetized.
Rightfully so. Well, because you keep flagging people and you're using other people's copyright material.
And I don't want to be monetized. So stop saying that I was demonetized. I was not demonetized. I was paused because I have to put in information.
That's why I don't intend on being monetized, because that's what. And now you know why. Because there's a lot of red tape you have to go through to get monetized, and I'm not all that about that. I'm better off being a rogue agent.
To see if I can make enough on YouTube, and that is going to affect my SSI, which I don't want that to happen. So I decided not to work for YouTube anymore. So
you never did work for YouTube. You don't even work for Google.
So what? Who gives a rat's ass? You know, stop taking my videos. Stop making me look dumb on the internet. You guys are making yourself look dumb. And to be honest, my subs have gone up because of you guys.
Oh no, Emma, you missed Leslie. You missed one of your videos on Leslie, and you also missed a reflection on Jimmy earlier. I mean, oh my God, I could see why Jimmy got his ass handed, but now that Jimmy is no longer a nuisance, and I don't know if I miss Jimmy or I miss fucking with him.
You cover me, people are gonna look at me and say, you know.
Well, people are gonna cover you, and they're gonna look at you, and they're gonna say, "Wow, this person is a real bitch."
You know what? I don't like you covering her. They come to me because they want to change and be a better person.
Since when? more people are going to look at you and they're going to see, wow, how much of a bitch you are and how much of a spoiled princess you act like for threatening a disabled woman, for bullying people into silence, and for I wouldn't say harassing Freddie, for lambasting your fiance. I'm pretty sure there are some people from the Shannyverse that will come to look at your channel and see how much you remind them of Shanny, because there was a crazy narcissistic ham beast that went by the name Shanny for Christ, who pretty much did the same thing you do, except worse. And we'll be looking at Rev, who is demanding Draven to pay him for an interview because, well, I don't know why. And also, we're going to be looking at the CPU goddess.
But go ahead and take this video. We don't care, but it's going to make you guys look dumb anyway. I'm going to get off here because I have nothing else to say. All I have...
Then get off. I'm just going to...
Don't believe me? Ask my mother.
You don't believe me? My mother said I'm special, is almost every argument these cows have.
It was because of a typo, so stop bringing that up. It's over and done with. Let the past go, and
I would say let the past go too, but you can't even let go of the past. You can't even do that. You can't even let go of the past either, Carly. So don't tell us to let the past go, to let go of the past. So yeah. You should take your own advice, Carly.
And enjoy the future.
Like I said, you should take your own advice.
Because the more you bring up the past, people are going to look at you like, why is she bringing up the past anymore? Let it go, for God's sake. I never killed my mom's cat for the 1,000th time.
You never killed your mom's cat, like Adrazian never killed Roberta Laws.
Like I said, it was a typo. It was supposed to say I posted on YouTube. But my phone fell in the toilet on Mother's Day. If you don't believe me, when I was trying...
Oh my God. How many times has she ever said, I did not kill my mom's cat? It's basically saying... It's like her way of saying that I did not kill Roberta Laws. Kenneth McBride killed Roberta Laws. I was a witness. No, you were an accessory, Mary. And I'm not talking to you, Carly. I'm talking about someone else.
Trying to type a comment on that, I wrote the wrong thing. I would never hurt a cat, okay? So leave.
Says the person who keeps farting on Paris.
Me out your mouth.
Also, the thing is, most of us, unlike you, Carly, a majority of us have what we call lives. We don't sit around filming ourselves doing cringy TikToks like you do. As a matter of fact, we just make fun of people who do cringy TikToks and post them on Cringe Talk. And then we have videos of half-naked Japanese men dancing and singing.
Stop worrying about what he does. If I want to show my content, that's my right. And stop saying what I can and cannot say or post on my channel. Go ahead, cover me, I don't care.
Yes, we will.
You guys look dumb on your part.
Says a person who can barely even speak in a third grade level speech, who barely can use third grade level English comprehension.
But I'm gonna get off here because I'm probably gonna play my new game and maybe watch a movie for bed. Rest of your week and share what you had to say. Have a blessed day. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna Now, let us take a look. For most of you who don't know who this specimen that is on our screen, this is the CPU goddess herself, Christine Weston Chandler, otherwise known as Chris Chan. For those of you who are aware, we all know she is the creator. Some of us who have been on the internet longer know that she is the creator of Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon, and has been the most documented person for the past 20 years. And for those of you who are new to this person, this bitch, this crazy greasy-haired looking individual diddled his elderly mother, who was suffering from onset dementia at the time. Anyway, let's hear what our celestial goddess has to say. Also, she claims to be Jesus Christ. They claim to be Jesus Christ.
Hey everyone, Jesus Christine Weston Chandler, Sonichu Prime here. And right now I'm going to set the record straight. So just so y'all know, straightforward and blunt, to the point. The reason I went to jail, the charge I was charged with,
Emma
was innocent.
If you're curious on wanting to know who Chris Chan is, I would recommend you look at this documentary series by a YouTuber under the name of Geno Samuel, who makes these lengthy document style videos on Chris Chan, predating that depict all of that detail the 20 years that this person has been on the internet.
They're never, ever, ever.
Also, this person has been trolled to oblivion.
Ever was any sense between Barbara and I. Period. I was innocent. I have a few bullet points to go through anyway. Where did we go to end up here? So obviously we got all the haters and fakers and the toxic sinners that tried to manipulate me and so much. That was a mess of good grief right there. Why did y'all have to do that?
Yeah, this guy has been in jail for 2 years, and this person has a history of online harassment. Well, I wouldn't say harassment. I'd say trolling. This person has had numerous fake relationships with people who pretend to be girls that were interested in him. He was forced to shove a medallion that he made of Crayola model magic up his rectum, and was caught having phone intimacy with a 13-year-old boy who pretty much was trying to be the edgiest of edgelords back in the day. This person has driven over state lines to save a fake girlfriend and was pretty much enabled by their elderly parents, who pretty much encouraged their destructive behavior, especially their octogenarian mother, whom was their victim for sexual conduct. And I'm pretty sure that Barb may have done the deed with Chris before what happened 2 years ago.
You all really erroneously misunderstood me, period. And that was a whole mess up. Shoot. Even y'all with your freaking smut fictions. I know some of you out of the minority that are the worst. that are the worst, out of the majority being actually good. Okay? You are the minority. You've written those smut fanfictions. You shipped me with Barbara. You shipped me with that Snorlax.
I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link to Gino Samuel's channel to get started because, yeah, Chris is a rabbit hole that goes deeper. Like, you'd probably be on your way to Wonderland. And speaking of fantasy worlds, Chris basically lives in their fantasy world 24/7, thinking that they're a goddess from an alternate dimension, thinking that they're Jesus Christ, thinking that they are this all-knowing, omnipotent entity with special powers.
And Barbara was definitely not the perfect mother with me. There was not the perfect mother-daughter relationship there, period. Growing up, there was the times of abuse, even though there was love and caring in there and throughout. But that was a whole different kettle of fish right there.
And I'm pretty sure Chris may have bathed Barb while, like Joker 2019. And you could say that Chris's life almost mirrors Joker. The Arthur Fleck Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. And much like Joker, Chris may have a Harley Quinn by the name of Cabbage Patch. Some of like Kiwi Tape's people. The Herp game calls her Cabbage Patch because she kind of looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Yeah, because she kind of looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
But yeah, the bullying, the terrorizing, and all that, they really fucked me up. I feel so...
Yeah, she is like Von Helton.
Just enough said right there.
And speaking of which, I'm trying to make sure that... I would like to see like a Lolcal Rumble where we have like Vaughn and Chris and Quick in the same ring. Let's see Vaughn go up against an actual god or goddess with his Doctor Strange powers.
Never gonna make me commit suicide, period.
Oh, just to let you know, the person that was trying to make Chris commit self-delete was a degenerate by the name of Isabella Jank. I'm pretty sure people who were around at the time know what kind of sick degenerate Isabella Jank was. Think of like a female version of Tragic. Big Trage. You know how like Trage always wants to be the ultimate troll and tries to like manipulate people into doing things that they wouldn't do? Actually, Trage may not be a good comparison, but let's just say that Isabella Jank, she's a monster. She is a actual criminal. Think of like Letity mixed with SS Sniper Wolf.
That was the attention that Bella had in all her chopped and screwed up recordings, with all the attention and manipulating me into that. But hey, I foreknew she was gonna do that. I tested her. At the time, I treated her like, just as a friend, try to get her to be on the good side. But obviously she failed. Just like I foreknew the relationship between Dylan and Taylor, that was not gonna last. He abused her. I gave her support on that live stream when I went.
Oh yeah, that's right. Arthur Fleck didn't want to pork his mom. Here.
He knew the relationship to be on the...
Yeah, so Isabella Jank, she boiled hamsters alive, kind of like how Letity would freeze puppies. But Bella would eat hamsters. She would torture animals to death. And she pretty much force-fed estrogen to one of her roommates. She's basically like a mix of SS Sniper Wolf, Letity, and Keffels. Also, her parents are CIA. So her parents are also glowies. So they pretty much cover up her crimes. The
good side, but obviously she failed. Just like I foreknew the relationship between Dylan and Taylor, that was not gonna last. He abused her.
And for the person, and Dylan, the person Dylan that Chris is talking about was this YouTuber that went by the name of Dylan Thomas. I'm pretty sure a majority of you who've been in like Carrie's chat or who have heard me talking about comparing Draven's Crypt to Dylan Thomas. He pretty much put zero effort in his videos or streams. It's just him reading from the quickie and doesn't even include like he puts zero effort, and he put zero effort in his quickie readings. At least Rogue Internet Man added some flair to his quickie readings by collecting screenshots and excerpts from the quickie and adding background music. Dylan did none of that.
I gave her support on that live stream when I went on there. Just support and kindness, because I appreciated her as an artist and an individual, which was more than I could say for Dylan at the time. But yeah, Bella was going to actually record me and Fifi having done something at the hotel had I actually made it to BabsCon. But fortunately, that...
Yeah, so, there was like a Discord call between Bella and Chris where Chris opened up that he may have diddled his elderly mother. Excuse me. And she was trying to get some girl by the name of Fiona to seduce Chris, and Fiona was pretty much underage. Also, Bella had a thing for CP.
That didn't quite happen.
And also, Bella never bathed. She rolled around in cat feces. And she was a vile, disgusting... She had fungus. She had fungus in her snatch.
She one way or another, she would have got me into jail or tried to get me to commit suicide on the whole different day. But hey, she failed. She didn't do that. I took the initiative in my own hands, so I let divine intervention.
See you later, guys.
And everything. Just let me go to jail, spend my time suffering and spending the time for your sins, you fucking toxic ones.
So Chris went to, much like Jesus Christ got crucified on the cross, Chris went to jail for our sins. I don't see how those two are similar.
And I meditated and learned everything. I am Jesus Christ reincarnated. I am the one avatar of all existence. And I'm going to see that there is nothing.
I'm pretty much going to end it here because this was the video I wanted to cover.
Powered individuals and encouraging all the neutrals to be good. Period. Just like I'm trying to do in this video and statement right now, setting the record straight. But I was proven innocent. And they couldn't place me anywhere, which is why they kept me in jail for so long, because they didn't know what to do with me.
Exactly. They did not know what to do with Chris. He was in the jail for like 2 years. Like I said, I'll do Mary some other time. I'm not going to do her. I'm just going to cover old Mary clips later on down the road. Probably as part of some grift I'm trying to come up with. Because Zilla, because the king of kaiju has to eat too.
They didn't know what to do with. Somebody was freaking autistic that you weren't putting your words in. Ish. They didn't know what to do. They just kept me in jail. They didn't know where to place me. But fortunately, they did know where to place me eventually. So that happened. I'm safe and doing better. Okay? I did.
There's the stress sigh. For those of you who don't know about Chris, or are learning about Chris probably due to some of the recent people that cover him, like Smokey McCrack, Kiwi Tapes, Rogue Internet Man. One of Chris's, and even Gina Samuel, one of Chris's tics every time he does a video is his iconic stress sigh.
Nothing wrong, and only the certain.
And we all know Chris always gets stressed because he is always responding to people. Much like how Carly responds to people, Chris would respond to people vehemently with negative emotions, where back when he was just Christian Weston Chandler and not Christine, was when they were screaming at the top of their lungs, demanding people to get their house off the internet. And then their deceased father, Bob, walked in threatening to cut the internet. Well, actually, I wouldn't say he was threatening to cut the internet down. That was before that. But Bob came in saying, if the health department at Green County sees those videos that you put on the damn internet, they can condemn our house and we have to move out of it. You better get those videos. And Chris was like, I'm working on it. I don't know where to go. And was screaming, get those videos off now. Get those videos down now. Curse the trolls. Peace and blessings to everyone else.
Certain individuals online, they had wrongfully manipulated and controlled me and my own narrative, but no more. I take control of my own narrative from now on. Not you lot of haters and fakers.
Who are the haters and fakers? People who pretty much make fun of him. People who criticize Chris. Anyone that Chris doesn't like is a hater.
I am a much better individual than that. Y'all should have known better of me than that.
And also, I'm planning on doing quickie readings too. Just to boost the subscriber count. And to make some videos.
That is enough with the mislabelings and the misconceptions. That's enough. And the whole lot of the set's commentary was me being misled by the suggestion of those individuals, especially those theoretical exes of mine.
Exes? Theoretical exes? He's referring to the trolls that were pretending to be girlfriends interested in him. The fake e-girlfriends. Such as Panda Halo, Sarah May, Julie, and Blanca Weiss, and Jackie. And God, there's so much Christery to go through that I might have to start bringing back the quickie readings, just to get people up to date.
And I was proven innocent by court of law and released. Simple as that. And also, just putting this out there, just do not be an ableist. I mean, those of you neurotypical, thinking you're able, whatever, there is at least one thing that is totally disabled about you, period. So do not hate others for things that you are yourself.
Chris just called us regarded.
Period. There is no need to hate on anyone, or even yourself. A flaw is a flaw, a blessing is a blessing, and a flaw can be a blessing in disguise. So you meditate on that. And
meditate.
Stop hating for such a flaw. And I am a living, breathing individual, and I am not to be objectified in any way anymore.
Maybe for money you'll be objectified.
Yeah. But yeah, in that, Bella was the real sex criminal in that. She really wanted to.
Well, she is a criminal. Period. I mean, she would have like these Discord. She ran like a Discord server under the guise of a chess club where they exchange information and distribute CP and gore videos. Kind of like Earl. Kind of like White Bowser. She's basically like a female version of White Bowser.
She's a real criminal. Fucking bitch! Calling her out! Call her out! Isabella Jenkins. She's the real sex criminal. Period. She did a whole mess of adulteration and manipulation and things in her own words.
And Chris does sound like Carly in some sense. And I'm not gonna go, oh, did you hear that? Did you know that Carly is like Chris Chan? Not really. I'm not gonna say that shit. I'm just gonna say Chris is like a lot of the lolcows that we've covered. Chris back then was a lot like every lolcow that we've talked about. Entitled, narcissistic, reactionary, impressionable, extremely impressionable, and has been trolled to high heaven. And has committed numerous offenses to the public. And was a big degenerate.
Attitude, insinuations, and everything. Okay? But to end this on a more positive note, so the girl y'all had seen me with in the past few weeks, I'll tell you a little something about her. She's a friend of mine, and I refer to her only as Flutter.
Kiwi Tapes and Smokey have been referring to her as Cabbage Patch because she kind of does look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. And she probably got that Benjamin Button disease.
Because she likes Fluttershy, okay? I met her in Lynchburg. She got in touch with me while I was in jail.
And it's been theorized that the girl that Chris was seeing was probably a troll trying to claim her place in Christery, which is believable. It is very believable that whoever this girl is probably just playing the long con, and trying to find their place in Christery.
And we managed to meet. We managed to bond and connect with each other as friends. And she is literally 30 years old despite her physicality. But anyway, just pretty much straightforward right there, letting you know about that. And I just felt like I just need to say all that, clear the air. There is nothing wrong with being associated with me, period. I am sick and tired of being blocked by anyone, including and especially by those.
And by the way, Chris has been blocked by by celebrities, voice actors, especially voice actors from My Little Pony. And that's probably because, yeah, Chris has been known to be creepy to people. Chris has been known to be a creeper. There have been people that have disavowed Chris because of their creepy nature, stalkerish nature. There was this girl that he was obsessed with back when he was Christian Weston Chandler. When they were Christian Weston Chandler, this girl Megan, they kind of ruined this platonic relationship with this girl by drawing Rule 34 pictures of them finger banging Megan. If you don't believe me, it said so in the Gino documentary, and it's also in the Quickie, which is a Wikipedia website dedicated to Chris Chan. There are so many articles that detail their failings. Some of this stuff may be so funny if it wasn't so sad.
Whom I appreciate. And I do have friends that do have great appreciation of me, which more than I can say than some. I mean, you all, even Megan Schroeder, had your chance to actually be kind and compassionate and friends with me for a longer run.
Yeah, so he brings up Megan Schroeder. For those of you who don't know, like I said, Megan Schroeder was that friend that I was talking about. The friend that disavowed Chris because Chris posted Rule 34 pictures of them finger banging her. It's called She Came for Quick. And it was basically a slight against this Encyclopedia Dramatica, which was pretty much like an early version of Kiwi Farms, which is now known as Onion Farms. It's basically like a mock encyclopedia page, but with trolling. And there have been articles calling Chris gay, and Chris kept saying that they were straight. I mean, he was straight. Like, I'm not going to pander to the gender pronouns that Chris has. Chris kept saying that he was straight, and in order to prove that he was straight, he drew Rule 34 pictures of his Sonichu characters, including himself finger banging a girl that was actually a real life platonic friend. And he was obsessed with her, and she wanted nothing to do with him.
That's enough said right there. I just felt like I need to get that off. Otherwise, I might have had a sleepless night.
Chris always kept saying that he had sleepless nights, and that was when someone, I think it was Jackie or Casey. Yeah, Casey was one of the fake girlfriends. If you remember the Liquid Chris saga, which was one of the iconic Chris sagas, and yeah.
Thank you.
We'll cover Mary some other time. She provides nothing. So I think we talked about, I think we've reached the 2-hour mark. Sorry if this was a bit late. I've been lazy. I was watching Too High for Stupid. And I think that'll do it for tonight. I mean, we didn't cover much. We didn't get to cover Rev. We didn't get to cover Mary. We didn't even get to cover Tony. Yeah, I think that'll do for tonight. I'll save that for some other time for like a follow-up for next week if I get to doing some streams next week. But yeah. Anyway, I think we can have some. Let's play one last video before we head out, and it was his comeback. Chris's comeback. Jesus Christ Chan, Sonichu.
This is the boss.
This was the video that was played on other channels. So we're gonna finish off with one last video of Chris, and it's this one.
I'm sick of waiting. Get your crap together and stop following those twerps.
I gotta give Chris credit. His editing is improved, even though it's shitty, but this is the Jesus Imp house. This is where, Chris still believes he's Jesus. They're Jesus, whatever.
Prepare for stupid. Make it lucid. Prepare for stupid. Make it lucid.
And they sing it that throughout the entirety of this video.
We'll focus on one mouse.
If you thought Carly's singing was bad, you have not heard Chris sing.
Once we get it, we'll rule the house. I'll be the dude. I'll cause a fuss.
I'll be a major.
dumbass. Prepare for stupid. Make it lucid. Prepare for stupid. Make it lucid. Do good.
It's basically like a parody of Team Rocket's motto.
Mistake the entire world to divide and segregate everyone. Truth and love don't mean a thing. We really sunk well below. Jazz. J. Team Rocket crashing hard into the earth. We'll fight to know and widen our girth. Oh yeah. Team Rocket, stupid, 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 lucid, stupid, lucid, stupid, big stupid is all your
It's cringy.
Work. Team Rocket, stupid, 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 lucid, stupid, lucid, stupid, big stupid is all your worth. We'll never get paid for it. Prepare for stupid, make it lucid. Prepare for stupid, make it lucid. We're Team Rocket and we lose to the SPCA. For what? I don't know. Have we ruled the Earth yet? What's our plan worth? But we're not the man.
I'm just gonna skip most of it because I just want to get to the...
Stupid, big stupid is all your work. Team Rocket, stupid.
And by the way, Carly, if you're watching this, because I hope you're watching, because you have nothing else to do, this is what you look like when you dance. This is what you look like when you dance, Carly. And this is what you look like when you sing. By the way, Carly, this is what you look like when you dance. Take a look at this guy. This is what you look like.
Looks like Team Rocket's crashing down again! Boom!
And like I said, this girl that Chris is seeing may have been editing their videos.
Oh, yay and merrily to everyone. Welcome to this. That song you just heard, that was dedicated to all the lingering and lost toxic haters, fakers, and darkest sinners that came from the 1218 half of our earth that has been bugging us for the longest of time. And why are they still lingering? You're not supposed to be doing that. Come on, get out of the picture already. You're long gone.
And that's what Shani sounds like whenever she sees a bunch of people giving her criticism in her chat. And yeah, and Chris also thinks they're Thanos for some reason, snapping the haters out of existence, thinking that they have the Infinity Stones.
Anyway, yes. With the ultimate miracle chaos control, I ascend and make my return to the internet in all that is good and well-being.
And I'm pretty sure that you're going to be occupying most of my time while watching you. And like I said, I'm going to be doing quickie readings down the pike. Like my idols before me. A guy who uses a PNG tuber, who will not put his dick away, Walter. Who refuses to put his dick away, Walter. Rogue, put your dick away, Rogue. I'm not having sex with you right now, Rogue. Just kidding. Mike keeps telling Rogue to put his dick away.
I am divine and connected to everything.
Just kidding, but...
And not know at the same time. Between the consciousness, the subconsciousness,
Walter,
and the
put your dick away. Chris, put your duck away, Chris. I'm not having sex with you right now, Chris.
I know all. I see all. I foreknow all.
Say, Chris, put your duck away.
Done that.
If Chris starts going live stream, I would like to see people spam, quick, put your duck away.
With that,
actually,
we're still...
And they do another song. Hey, Carly, if you're watching, or if you catch the VOD later, just know this is what you sound like when you sing.
On the road, on the road, on the road, on the road. On the road to the city of Quickville. On the road to the city of Quickville. We're on the road and getting stronger.
Also, this person crapped their briefs one time.
We left
Like Carly did, crap her briefs.
our home in Virginia. City of Quick. I'm on the road to the city of Quickville. Meet my friends along the way. On the road to the city of Quickville. I got a badge and the power to zap it. Road to the city of Quickville. The city of Quickville. Not here to burn.
I'm just gonna spare you the torture.
Finding our power that's inside.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna spare people the torture. The one last viewer.
So later, haters, fakers, y'all gone. We're sticking with good positivity, light power, and righteousness.
Okay, Chris.
Keep on zapping it up.
I look forward to seeing more from you in the near future. It might be a separate video. I might have to do some quickie readings for newer people who don't know who Chris Chan is.
The good ones, the good light power and righteousness. You all continue to do excellent and very well. I know so, because I've got all these crosses on the palms of my hands and the images and the etchings of where I have been hung on that cross.
You weren't hung. You're not Jesus Christ. You're a schizophrenic weirdo who lives 24/7 in a fantasy world.
Back in Nazareth, many a millennia ago. See y'all later.
All right. I think that's going to do it for tonight. I think we've had our fill. All right. It's time for us to leave, to depart up until our next adventure. Also, if you like this shit, please hit that like button and share this with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell notification in case I ever do go live again, or if I ever post a video. Please. Also, if like I said, I'll be doing like retro Adrasia streams in the near future. I might even do some quickie readings, because now that our goddess is back, I think it's time to go back to that. That pretty much didn't do much for my channel, but I tried to boast the number of videos, and because it's been a while. Anyways, thank you all for showing up. Thank you for sticking around. And that being said, I'm Rickzilla, and I shall see you guys next in the near future. Peace out, folks.